What is up, Insaners, and welcome to another video of the World Cup Fantasy 2022. In this one, guys, we're gonna talk about a Matchday 2 team selection, and we'll end the video with the best captaincy options for Matchday 2. So if you like the video today, guys, make sure that you hit the like button. You can also subscribe to the Insanely Football YouTube channel for more World Cup Fantasy related content. And with that, let's start today's video. So this is the team that we have for Matchday 2, guys. As you can see on the screen, we have the wildcard active. Now we're going for the wildcard a bit earlier because of how the game is designed, guys, because of the flaws that the game has. We can take advantage with a good Matchday 2 wildcard team, guys. Then with that team, we can move towards another fresh team for Matchday 3. So basically, once we are wildcarding in Matchday 2, we can select a set group of players and also select different replacements that we can have for Matchday 3. And I think that will give us a fresh team. Guys, do know that if you are taking out a locked player, you'll still retain the points of that locked player in Matchday 2 if you are in a wildcard. And the new player that you're getting in your team, guys, that player will start scoring from Matchday 3 only. So in terms of defense, guys, we have not really invested a lot of money in defense. Yes, we have options like Dumfries and Shaw, which are slightly more expensive options. We also have the likes of Castagna, who's playing for the Belgium team. All these three options are quite attacking, guys. There's also a possibility of a clean sheet in there. So I think they're definitely worth their price points. We also have a couple of cheap budget enablers in Sosa and Cash. I think both are really good options. In case if you're trying to save money, they are the ones to kind of go for, guys. Now, there are a couple of replacements that we can also look at. I'm not very convinced with the fact that there's Castagna as well. Now, there's always a chance we maybe downgrade a Castagna to a Sabali from Senegal, who is 4 million, who is playing in attacking position. Senegal can get a clean sheet in this game, guys. And if I'm looking to save money, that's one route to kind of look at. I can also go for a France defender. If I'm looking at an attacking option, I can go for Hernandez, who will definitely start in Matchday 2. But the fixtures against Denmark, that could be a KG, that could be a tricky game. But yes, this option is definitely there. In terms of keepers also, guys, we've not invested a lot of money here. We have Noppert and Rochet. Both are costing us only 8.5 million, guys. So we've not invested a lot of money in defense overall because I generally feel there are better attacking positions to kind of look towards and gain advantage. Now, in terms of the attack, in terms of midfield first, we have Bergwijn, Saka and Di Maria. All three are really good options in isolation, guys. They have good fixtures, they have attacking potential, they are playing in attacking roles. And I think there's always a possibility that we can get attacking returns from all three of them. You can even look at captaining someone like a Saka, for example, guys, if you are looking at a differential option. I think all three are really good picks. In terms of attack, we have Messi and Sterling right now, guys. Again, a bit differential in terms of going with Sterling, because I think a lot of people would have somebody like a Kane. And in case if Kane is not fit, guys, I definitely feel Sterling is going to start. Anyways, he will probably play in a wider position, so Kane's position doesn't really affect him. But I think he's a great captaincy option. He has the potential to give us assists. He can put in crosses. He can score goals, as we've already seen in the World Cup so far. And there is a good potential with Sterling. Messi, again, I don't really have to talk a lot about Messi. He's a great option. Argentina are looking for a win. They have to win if they have to stay in the competition, guys. And I think Messi will be on the score sheet if Argentina get anything in attack. And I think if you are looking at a safe captaincy option, I think Messi is the one to kind of go for. So Messi also gives us that flexibility of having a captaincy option in the team. In terms of the bench, guys, we have Perisic, Fernandes and Richarlison as attacking options. And the reason they're on the bench right now is that because of the fact that their fixture is a little later in the match day. Of course, we will get them on as options because all of them are attacking options, and there's always a chance of going big in terms of points with these players. Now, Perisic and Fernandes, both of them are still differential options. Even Richarlison, let's see how much of a percentage increase will he have in terms of his ownership. All three are good attacking options, guys, if you're looking at sort of differential directions. In case if you have some additional money, guys, you can go towards a Modric if you want to go into that direction. I think Fernandes also, the fixtures are a bit tricky against you guys, so I might even do the Fernandes to KDB move and maybe get that money from Castagna by downgrading Castagna to a cheaper defender. So that option I'm keeping open just before the deadline, and that definitely could happen, guys. Now, the fact that I have Richarlison in the team is mostly because of the fact that Neymar is also probably injured. He may not start, and Richarlison has been in decent form. He scored a brace against a tough Serbian defense. Maybe he shifts out wide in case if Neymar is injured. Let's see what happens there. But I think he's definitely going to play for Brazil. He's going to start for Brazil. And he's also quite cheap. He's a great option. A lot less owned than Neymar at the moment, guys. And I think he could be a decent differential. So overall, my team is pretty fixed, guys. There might be a couple of changes and maybe taking out a Fernandes, maybe taking out a Castagna. But I think more or less it's pretty much fixed. And I'm pretty locked in terms of my wildcard team. Now let's talk about captaincy options, guys. Now, in case if you are looking at day one captaincy, you can definitely go for an England attacker. We have the likes of Harry Kane, Sterling, and Saka. All three are good options. If I'm choosing one, guys, I'll probably go towards Sterling at the moment. I think he's definitely nailed in that England lineup. There's a lot of attacking potential. There are high chances that he gets something against USA as well. I think because of the fact that he will play in that sort of a wider role, the attacking returns will always be a high possibility. Harry Kane, on the other hand, generally tends to drop a bit deeper, so he might be a little bit more creative than somebody like a Sterling or a Saka, guys. I think because of that fact, Sterling and Saka are better options than Harry Kane. You can also look at a Netherlands attacker, guys. Let's say if you have a Depay or maybe you have a Gakpo and you want to target them against Ecuador, I think that also is a good option. So you have a couple of decent picks on day one. In terms of second option, let's say if somebody like a Harry Kane or a Saka or a Sterling, it doesn't work out, then you have an option to go towards a Messi, guys, who's playing on day two. It's against Mexico. The potential is huge. You also have France versus Denmark, but the fixture is quite tricky. So if I'm targeting one of these fixtures, it definitely has to be Argentina versus Mexico, guys, and Messi is the standout option. In terms of the other picks, guys, I can go towards a Martinez. I can look at a Di Maria. But let's say if you don't have Messi, then in that case only I will look at these options. Otherwise, Messi has to be the standout one. Now, in case if Messi is your first captain, he doesn't work out or he doesn't score enough and you want to change, then you can look at Belgium versus Morocco. In case if you have a Kevin De Bruyne, guys, the fixture is pretty good. I think Belgium will improve and KDB is the standout player in that Belgium attack, guys. So I think on day 3, on your second attempt, I think KDB is a good option to go for. You can also look at Croatia versus Canada. And if you have options like Perisic or even a Modric, they could be potential differential captaincy options, which I think not a lot of people would look at. So I think you can definitely go towards that direction as well as an alternate, as a differential punt if you're looking at day 3. On the final day, let's say none of your captaincy options have worked out and you're looking at a final captaincy punt, then we have Brazil versus Switzerland, guys. In case if Neymar is fit, I definitely think he will start, so he becomes the standard captaincy option. But then you have Richarlison as well. Let's say if you're on a wild card, maybe you have a transfer in Richarlison in your team and you want to go a bit risky, guys. I think Richarlison is a great punt. The fixture is there, he's in decent form, and I think there's a lot of potential with Richarlison as an option. You can also look at Portugal versus Uruguay. Let's say if you have a Ronaldo, maybe a Bruno Fernandes, but the fixture is a bit tricky, guys. So I'll possibly just stick to Brazil versus Switzerland and Richarlison and Neymar as options. So that'll be all for my side for this video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful and useful. If you did, guys, make sure that you hit the like button. Also subscribe to the Insanely Football YouTube channel for more World Cup fantasy content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in Saners in the next one.